Welcome back to Bricktacular. Thank you for joining me again. In today's video we are going to do some more work on the Daredevil section of the Marvel Street and Marvel Lego block. I'm going to managed to do a little bit off camera, managed to get to a Lego store and pick up, they had loads of, I think they're 1x10 black bricks, so I managed to get that back wall all done, all nice and shiny and black. I did manage to get some light bluish grey 1x10s as well, but I need some smaller bricks to be able to get those back walls done there. We're going to have a look at changing a few bits around, adding some bits in, and trying to get probably both of these actually just a little bit further along. Whether I end up putting them into separate videos, but I definitely want to get working on both of these. And then at some point I am going to have to make this bigger, drop this onto two 48x48 base plates and extend the back, make the whole thing bigger on that as well. So I've been having a bit of a thought, so really liking how this came out. Looks really good compared to the images I was using as reference. Really happy with that. So I was thinking of what other bits I could put, other references to Daredevil or to other Marvel bits, and I thought for this block here, for this building here, trying to keep it with the kind of Daredevil Netflix sort of universe, Defenders kind of vibe. So I'm thinking about doing this building here. So the Barber Shop from Luke Cage. So the way that building's set up, obviously it goes down, it's set down slightly below street level, but ultimately these buildings are all going to be raised up, the same sort of height as the Sanctum Sanctorum is. Whether it will have basements underneath, and we discussed this before, whether I'm going to put basements under them all, or whether I'm going to put certain bits under certain ones, maybe a turtles layer or sewage kind of area, maybe a subway stop or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but I was thinking that obviously it will be raised up, so it'll be quite easy to have the barber shop halfway down, so a couple of steps down to it, and then do the kind of townhouse up a little bit higher. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do some adjustments to breaking it to this one here. I think I'm going to make this, take one window out, make this a little bit shorter, and then put the barber shop entrance here, and then the set of stairs up to the townhouse here, and then maybe make this section here of more like a townhouse, and then this half can be some form of shop or other business above there. Maybe go with the newer version of Matt Murdock's business when he gets in to the newer couple of episodes in with the new Born Again show. So maybe do a different attorney's offices up above there. So I'm going to have a go at that. I think I'm going to build it separately for now, work out the spacing, build it separately on its own, and then try and integrate it into this bit. So let's get building. So knock this together. Taking me probably about half an hour or so just to throw a few bits together and get a rough layout of how I'm going to go. No sidewalls there yet. But I think the front of the shop, the barber shop, looks pretty good. Pretty close to this image here. So yeah, compares up quite well. Got to think about how far down and steps getting down to this part here, and the spacing of how far back it's going to be in here. So a little bit of thinking to do now. I think I'll have to peel the base plate off of here and then build a new mills plate for underneath with some pillars in the corner to prop up the building to the same height, or prop up that kind of basement underground level to the same height as the basement scene on the Sanctum, and then try and work out how I'm going to dig in, how high, how low this is going to go, and that sort of thing. So this is 20 studs wide, so it's going to sit about 2 studs into the old shop fascia there. So I'll remove that window and then probably put some black bricks, and maybe put some pillars in between and just slide them across a little bit. But we'll worry about that in a sec. So I'll take this wall down here, take this corner section off, nudge it all over, probably move the stairs back as well. And then I'm going to have the barber shop can kind of come back to about the back of the stairs-ish around there, but in that lower section. So, going to be a bit fiddly, but I'll give it a go now. So I found out my little Luke Cage Power Man. Came in a Spider-Man set I think a while ago. Knew I had him knocking around somewhere, so I dug him out. I need to make another version, really more of a Netflix style. I think he just mainly just tends to wear black. So yeah, I'll make a custom one eventually, but for now you can sit outside the barber shop. And then we've got the Mills plate built for the bottom. So I peeled the base plate off of here, then rebuilt a new Mills plate at the bottom there, and just put some pillars around the four corners, one in the middle, just to give me the idea that's the same height as the basement underneath the sanctum. So now I need to work to peel this bit off. I think I'm going to save this quite a lot of that fascia, maybe use that somewhere else for something else. But I need to peel it off and then integrate this in at, I'm not sure what height yet, probably about halfway up, halfway down I think. So let's have a go at doing that. So after a lot of trial and error, messing around, putting bits on, taking bits back off again, kind of got somewhere. So compared to the picture, you'll be able to see there that is, it looks similar. It does look similar. We're not far away at all. Played around a lot with heights. I had it this layer here 2 bricks lower, and the building just disappeared too much. I think this way, when I eventually get a sticker or these panels printed, that's really going to stand out, even from kind of passing back slightly. So we've got a couple of steps going down. Get the camera in there. Steps going down there. Just needs a lot of tidying up. I need to really think about tidying the edges up to make it all look neat, like down here, this bit here. Probably to change that plate out for probably light bluish grey, and then the base one for light bluish grey, then put light bluish grey bricks in the mills there, and the same, I'll just get to the same just along there as well. Replace those plates there with light bluish grey, another light bluish grey wall coming up the back. I may even have to, because it's not going to be particularly big now, it's not going to be very deep at all, so I don't know if I actually need to. It took ages to rebuild this wall, get this straight, just to find enough the right size bricks to make it work. I may actually need to take that back and just run that wall straight along, and then I could actually take the barber shop even further back into the level. That might be the way to go. So thinking about it, I think that is going to be what we need to do. Straighten that wall up, and while doing that, peel out some of the plates and change the colours over to light bluish grey, so we can get it all tidied up and looking a bit neater. So that's going to be the next step to get done now. So a good few hours on, and I think we made some really nice progress. Kind of what I had in my head is pretty much coming out in the form of Lego bricks. So it's really good. Really happy with what's going on here. Now we're working towards getting this bit finished up. So I built a real temporary. I was playing around trying to get that fascia, that kind of angled bit done, and that's come out pretty good. So I'm quite happy with that. So I already showed you the steps down. I'll take the top part off in a second, show you inside, and a little bit of detailing inside the barber shop. Just put a few bits up. I need to do some colour changes, obviously, but just put some bits up to get some markers in place. I built the roof to go along, or sorry, not roof, the next level floor to frame the top of that up. I use a slightly different, I've not built it this way before. I normally build the floor level and then stick plates underneath. This time I built kind of an edge and then put the plates on top. So you can only just see 2/3 of the brick around the edge. Something a bit different, just thought I'd give it a go, and it seems to work quite nicely. Still got the hole up there from the stairs. So that just has that little bit of a, not finishing, but next step to that part of the building as well. Let's just spin it around and I'll show you around the side. So you can see a little bit easier now. I've taken the next level off of the top of the barber shop. So I basically rebuilt all this. So I took all this back section out, made it a straight wall, removed all the floor. So this black module here is actually completely separate and kind of, it's not quite half, but its own part of this base plate or mills plate. So this section is completely separate as well. So even here, you can just about see the wall separates there. So this level, to remove this bit off, to take it off of the, what is the kind of our raised base, just need to pop these few tiles off here, take this little section of wall out, and then that whole section will come off on its own, completely independently to the barber shop bit here. So straighten that wall up, put the wall in, so rather than having the little meeting room in there, I thought we could put it into here instead, and utilise that, and then have a little either storeroom or maybe a little kitchen or toilet, bathroom in there, whatever we're going to do on that section there. So that kind of extends off of Nelson, Murdoch and Page, which is in this front section here. I'll show you from the other angle in a sec. Then got the barbershop done. Found a couple of pictures. I'll flash them up now. Just tried to use those as reference to try and make it into Lego form. Obviously they're going to be exactly the same, but I think it actually came out pretty nice. Kind of a couple of benches there. I managed to build one kind of barber's chair that was in red that kind of matched what the show looked like, but I just haven't got enough pieces to make a second one, so I need to get some bits together. I might change some colours up, I might change the back bit to grey, and then I might get a little bit further, but I haven't got this red. It's kind of, I don't even know what you'd call it, quite unique. It's one piece through there, but that looks quite smart. I was quite happy with how that came out. Little one of chairs again from the picture, and they're supposed to be mirrors, and then just run out of the blue to build the walls up, so I need to get a load of that. Then what we're going to do here is, I think this whole section here is going to be separate, so I'm going to run the bricks, the tan bricks when I get enough. I've got loads of the masonry ones, but I just haven't got any other normal bricks. I just don't want a whole masonry wall. Just don't like the look of it like that. I like mixing it in and making it look a little bit more realistic. Realistic in Lego. So I'm going to run this all the way across. I may even move this back in one, so this tan wall goes all the way to the end. I'm not sure yet, but definitely up to at least there. And then we'll have this section will drop back on top there. It's quite hard to do one-handed. That section will drop back on there, and this will be the house. So I'm thinking this level to here, and then the next level of the house, because I'm going to build an office block on top here. So next level of this house will run right the way to the back, and this kind of area, this kind of little bit here will just be a void. There'll be nothing there. So I'll put a little roof on here. There'll be a little dead space. So we'll have like a living room in here, and then maybe some stairs up through here to the bedroom and bathroom sort of area at the top there, which will extend over the top of this passageway in. Hope that makes a bit of sense, but in my head it makes a lot of sense, but a little bit hard to explain. So built up all this level as well. I've got lots of these white window frames, so just use those as spacers. For now, I'll end up popping them all out and putting some different bricks in. I obviously don't want to waste the masonry bricks, but they made good pillars for now until I get the final kind of structure together. But yeah, really liking the barber shop. Really liking the fascia of the barber shop and the fascia at the front part of the little house that's going to sit on top there. Right, so let's spin it round and have a look down the other side. Back round to what will be the front of the building. So this will pretty much be, there. That'll be the street that's going to separate these two. Obviously this is ultimately going to be lifted up the same way as this one is, and so will the road. So the road will run through there, and then this one will be up at the same height, so it'll be all elevated through there. So back to the front of Nelson, Murdoch and Page. I think that's a Lois Lane figure. I found that in my figures and actually thought that's not actually too bad for Karen Page. So for now, she is my Karen. Always showing you the front of this, but I'm just really happy. The way when you're looking at a picture and you're trying to copy something just from some photos, it's come out really nice. I just think that angle there just really matches some of the pictures I used for reference. Daredevil one side there. So this, not decided what this is going to be yet. No idea what it's going to be yet, but we'll put something in there eventually. And like I said, I pulled up some of the tiles. I had a couple of desks in there, and rather than having the little meeting room there, I've put it through the back in this little kind of back extension. So they access it through that door there. Just need to tile it all off, add some more details in there. I'm probably going to put another desk there, so all three of them will have a desk, and then they can go back into the meeting room at the back there. So I think for the top level, I'm going to go with the new attorney firm. I think it's Murdoch and McDuffie. Just trying to be a bit more of a modern, quite bright and open glassed level. Use some of the reference images from the show and see if I can get something that looks pretty smart for that level. And then I'm going to decide if I'm going to put a third floor on or not. That one's only definitely going to stay at 2 levels above. It's whether I go and match this height or stick with that height. So for now it'll be 1, and I'll build the roof on top, and then I can always add another level in down the road. I think colour wise, I think I'm gonna, not in this video but in the next one, going to take this section apart, build the whole floor level out for that, take all the medium nougat bricks off of here and use them on this level, on this building, and then I'm going to go with light grey around that one and see how that looks. So yeah, do a bit of mixing around. So put that level onto, all that colour basically onto this build. So I think that's about it for now. Thank you very much for watching through. I hope you enjoyed this video and the progress on my kind of Hell's Kitchen section in here, mixed in with the barber shop and brownstone around that side. Some really good progress, very, very happy, and it's going to look amazing once it's all elevated up and all running along with the sanctum over there as well. It's going to look ace. So thank you very much for watching through. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't yet done so, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button, the little bell next to it, and you'll get a notification each time I load a video. Drop us a like, and then any comments, any suggestions, any ideas on how I can improve any of these builds, or any little bits I can add onto this one, drop me a comment. Thank you very much for watching through, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.